Maggie, you try.
What do I say? Rough.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Girl Dad Flag Podcast. As always, I'm Coach Eric here with Finley. Finley, say hello.
Hello, everyone.
And we had a special guest with us today. We have one of my favorite players. She plays on our 8U Blitz program. She's a neighbor of ours. She's been involved in a lot of just practices here at the house. Her name is Margot. Margot, say hello.
Hello, everyone.
All right, so typical format here on the podcast. We're going to start with the huddle, and what we decided to talk about this week is something that you girls learned in practice like we always do. So why don't you girls go ahead and get started? Tell us something that you learned in practice this week.
So we learned the proper technique for the over-shoulder catching is you put your two pinkies together. You want to get your, spread out your fingers so you can, get the ball in there, and you want to catch it with your hands and bring it in and run as fast as you can deep.
Yeah, same thing kind of, Margaret? You just we talk about, tracking the ball with your eyes the entire time. You maintain your running form and your speed, and the hand position is really critical. Kind of like the diamond drill, how I taught you girls to put your hands in that inverted diamond. It's a little bit flipped, right? We take our pinky tips and we kind of touch them together and we create a basket, and we want to keep that outward and slightly up. You want to keep your hands high above your shoulder, above your chest, your elbows kind of slightly bent, and then you catch with your fingertips, right? Not your palms. We don't want the ball bouncing off the palms.
Yeah.
You kind of looking, some of the mistakes that you want to avoid are looking back too early, taking your eyes off the ball. You don't want to have your hands too wide apart, right? You want to make sure you have your fingers touching, your palms facing each other a little bit, and you're kind of slowing down and raising your hands kind of to catch it right as you go. And we pretty much start every one of our practices with that, right?
Yeah.
We basically line up and put about 30 cones in a line. We do about 30 to 40 yards deep. And, the more advanced girls, I throw it about 30 to 40 yards for them, and they practice running down the ball, catching with their eyes, catching over their shoulders. And then the girls that are a little bit newer and still kind of learning it, we sometimes throw to them like maybe 10 or 15 yards, right?
Yeah.
And it's a really good drill. I'd say the girls, the first 15 minutes of the practice, that's what we work on. It's a really good warm-up, gets the girls running, gets them focused on catching, gets them locked in. It's one of my favorite drills. Is that kind of the way you girls like starting the drill as well?
Yeah.
All right, great. So we're going to take a break here and come back with the playbook, one of our favorite drills that something we learned in practice this week. Stay tuned. All right, and we're back to the section called the playbook, and that's basically where we break down a drill, one of our favorite drills that we learned this week, and kind of explain it for people. Girls, what is the drill that you want to talk about this week?
The Oklahoma drill.
Okay, so why don't you explain? I know the Oklahoma drill has been kind of famous in tackle football, and we kind of altered it a little bit for flag football. Why don't you girls got to explain and how it's done?
So there's an offense, and the offense has to lay on their back, and they have the ball, and the defense has to do the same thing, but just no ball. And your coach will say, go. You guys will flip over, and the defense wants to pull the offense's flag. So you want to just get the other person's flag, really.
What do you think, Margaret? Is that kind of the same way?
Yeah.
Okay, so essentially the girls nailed it. You lay head-to-head inside of a standard box drill. You maybe have a 10 by 10 box. The girls lay on their backs head-to-head. I either clap or say go. They jump up. The offender tries to get through the defensive zone. The defender tries to pull the flags. It's a really good quick twitch drill. Allows you to work on your favorite move. And what's your favorite move when you're carrying the ball?
Probably the spin or the hip swivel.
Margot, what's your favorite move?
Yeah, probably the hip twist or the jump cut.
The jump cut's a good one. Yeah, I like that one a lot. Who do you think is the best at spinning?
My friend Emmy.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Who do you think is the best hip twist?
Probably both of us, because we coach Coach Mike.
Yeah, you guys do Coach Cook. You do cook. Oh my goodness, you do cook.
Coach Mike.
Cook Coach Mike. Oh my goodness. All right, let's all say it together. Coach Mike. So we have a coach of ours who's super coach, fantastic guy. He, at the end of every practice that we have, he challenges the girls to the box drill, and our practices end at 7:30, and they actually don't usually end until 8 o'clock because the girls just want to get in the box drill with Coach Mike, and they all challenge him. And, he usually beats them, but a couple times the girls beat them. And, we work really hard in our practices. Our practices are usually hour and a half, and we try to put in some fun games and stuff. But we're going to come back with a news segment, and then following that, we're going to have the daddy-daughter draft, which we've got a really unique topic for this week, so stay tuned. All right, and we're back with the news segment of the podcast here, and as kind of the pattern is coming, it's just more schools and states are being sanctioned. New Jersey has become a fully sanctioned varsity high school sport by the NJSIAA. So beginning in 2026-2027 school year, it's going to be the 35th sanctioned sport in the state for girls. And this decision basically follows a rapid rise in popularity. It's something I've been talking about already, with over 170 schools, I think, are already participating in leagues. They have roughly 4,200 girls across more than 173 schools were involved in the pilot programs. This is great by the NFL. They're providing grants and equipment to the school. The sport grew from 10 teams in 2023 to over 50 by 2024. And expanded to nearly 200 schools by the 2025-2026 school years. This initiative aims to provide girls with the same opportunities for competition, championship titles, and potential scholarships as their male counterparts in the sport of football. What do you girls think about that? It's pretty exciting, right?
Yeah, it's very exciting too.
I mean, it gives you girls another sport that you can have the possibility of playing in college. I know Margot's a spectacular soccer player, and this is just another sport for her to maybe have an opportunity to get a scholarship for. So well done, NFL. Well done, New Jersey. Really exciting stuff coming. And stay tuned. Finley and I are going to draft a very unique topic for our daddy-daughter draft. So stick around. All right, and we're back here for the final segment of the podcast here, and that's me and Finley's favorite. That's the dad-daughter draft. That's where we take a quarterback, a running back, 2 receivers, and a center, and we put them into AI and simulate the game and then run a program for you to enjoy. Right now, I think the standings are, 1-1, Finn? You've got 1 win. I've got 1 win.
Yeah.
Coach Al versus Coach Axolotl. Maggie, who's your favorite?
Probably Coach Axolotl.
Coach Axolotl, huh? Yeah, it seems like you girls are teaming up on me there a little bit. So, Finn, why don't you go ahead and start with your QB and give us a quick description of why you're choosing that. Candy is actually the topic this week. I should probably mention that. We've gone with Candy. So these 2 girls are hopped up on Candy as we speak. Finley, why don't you go ahead and talk a little bit about your quarterback and why you chose it?
So my Candy is a sour strip because I feel like they're tall and I would probably have stronger arms. And if they get blitzed, they could shed their sourness into their eyes and make their eyes hurt.
Kind of like your onion strategy last time.
Yeah.
That seems to be your strategy, is affecting people's eyes. That's pretty funny. And maybe the sour strip could have a little whip action to whip the ball down the field too. It's kind of bendy and flexible maybe.
Yeah.
I went with a Payday. That's a peanut caramel bar. Payday's a money player. They're kind of reliable under pressure. Big energy, can drop dimes. Get it? Like dimes, Payday. Yeah, pretty lame. Anyway, why don't you go ahead and tell us about your quarterback, Finn? I'm sorry, running back.
My running back's a Sour Patch Kid.
Okay.
One of the Sour Patch, kids, because the taller ones.
Like the full-size Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, those ones, because they're taller and I feel like they can run down the field with their little legs.
What's your favorite flavor Sour Patch Kid?
Probably blue.
Margot, what's yours?
Blue or red? I don't know.
Blue or red? Yeah, I think red's probably mine. Orange is my favorite, actually. You know what? They're all good. I like them all.
Orange.
Yeah, orange or green. I went with a Twizzler. You have kind of the twists and turns. It's kind of like through the coverage, like a rope. Like they're red or fast color. I don't know, but they're kind of like twisty and turny. They're kind of twisted up. So I went with a Twizzler. So why don't you give us your WR1, Finn, your first receiver?
My wide receiver one's a Milky Way.
Okay.
Because first, I really like Milky Ways. And second, I feel like they're a tall, chocolate bar.
You seem to be going with height on this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like they're sticky in the inside. They could like rip their head off and grab the ball with that stuff and put the head back on, and nobody's getting the football.
Margo, have you ever had a Milky Way head? Is it is the head the best part, or is the feet the best part? You never had a Milky Way?
I've had a Milky Way.
Yeah, have you ever had a Milky Way head? Is that the first bite or the last bite? Which one is it? First bite's the head. All right, got it.
The other bite's the other edge.
So then, like, the feet are the last bite, I guess?
Yeah.
Holy cow. All right, well, I went with a Kit Kat. You figure, perfect for quick breaks and, like, down the field, kind of go with the height thing again. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. So, wide receiver 2, Finn, what would you have for that?
A Hershey chocolate bar.
Okay.
They're tall.
Oh, my gosh.
Still with the tall. But I feel like...
This is a flag football team, not a basketball team. You realize that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I feel like they're tall and they have like a lot of things to aim at, so like it's hard to miss them.
Oh boy, Aunt Lacey will like that one. She's a big Hershey advocate. A Hershey bar. What would you have chosen?
I don't know.
Well, you can't be, making fun of a chocolate bar if you don't have anything back up. I went with an atomic fireball. Do you guys know what those are?
A what?
They're atomic fireballs. They're like those little red hot cinnamon candies.
Finley's atomic football.
Finley's atomic football. And these are those atomic fireballs. They're like those red hot cinnamony sour balls. I figured, could burn past defenders, burned your mouth a little bit. I was thinking
that's your cheat code. I did my cheat code.
All right.
My quarterback.
So what would your center be then?
My center is a Hershey Kiss.
Oh my goodness. They're not very tall.
No, they're small, okay?
Okay.
And I feel like they could quickly like get out of the way. And I feel like how small they are when they catch the ball. They are so low to the ground.
Okay.
All the tall defenders are gonna miss their flag because they have to like duck down, almost doing the dip, but on defense.
And it's kind of funny if you think about it. The Hershey Kiss has that little tag that comes out of the top. It's almost like a flag.
It
so
like rips it.
yeah, so like I don't know if that's good or bad. It's kind of like something else you can grab at maybe.
It's gonna come off and it's gonna be no shirt, naked.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be shirtless.
It's gonna be all kinds of chocolate all over the place out there.
It's gonna be melting.
I went with a center. For my center, I just went with jelly beans. I figured, they could absorb hits and bounce back, kind of a big, juicy jelly bean with a big old belly bouncing everything around. So,
no, jelly bellies.
Yeah, jelly bellies, jelly bean, anything like that. You guys have a specific flavor jelly bean that you like?
No, not
What's your favorite jelly bean? You like the black ones?
Ew, no.
Those black licorice ones?
Licorice, yeah.
No, they're not my favorite either.
I like the red and the blue.
Red and
like
blue,
Margaret,
just like the Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
Anything red or blue, you guys are down. Just
America!
red, white, blue. Go USA, right? Okay, well, Maggie, who do you think, based off of the absolute silliness and having no understanding of it, who do you think is going to win? You still going to choose Team Axolotl?
Yeah, I'm seriously rooting for her team.
You're rooting for her team. All right, well, we're going to play it out here. We're going to head over to Girl Dad Arena and see what happens. So, honestly, just want to thank Margo for joining us here. She's one of my favorite players that we have. Super coachable kid. She comes out to a couple practices that she's not even on the team of, and she just has a really great attitude, really great time. Margo, thanks for joining us here today, and we're going to play out the game here and see how it goes. So everybody stay tuned. Thank you. Welcome back to the GDF Arena, and the crowd is hyped up today, probably because there's big sugar energy emanating through the stadium. The team captains meet at midfield for an equipment check, and the flags are popping like pop rocks without the sting in the mouth. Coach Axolotl calls tails, which is a signature trademark at this point, and of course tails never fails, except when it's heads, but that's roughly only 50% of the time. Team Axolotl starts the game with the ball on our own 20-yard line, 4 plays across midfield, 3 to score after that, 1-point conversions only. Let's get this sugar rush battle started. Starting lineups come out. Just quick recap. Team Axolotl has quarterback is Sour Strips. Running back, Sour Patch Kids, Milky Way WR1, Chocolate Bar Receiver 2, and Chocolate Kiss center. Team Owl has Payday as his quarterback, Twizzler as a running back, Kit Kat as wide receiver 1, Atomic Fireball as wide receiver 2, and Jelly Beans. Axolotl's opening drive, they start the ball off. Sour Strip drop back and hit Chocolate Bar on a quick slant. Chocolate Bar says smooth like melted chocolate. Defense is getting toasted like the almonds I don't have. For a gain of 7s, that was a real treat. On play 2, Sour Patch Kid takes the handoff and bounces outside. Twizzler dives but misses the flag. Sour Patch Kid quips from sour to sweet in one sweet move. Twizzler mentions, "You patched that hole up quick," for a gain of 9. On play 3, Sour Strip throws deep Milky Way skies for it, orbiting defenders like it's nothing. She comes down with it and crosses the midfield for a first down. On first down, a few patrons. Sour Strip throws deep Milky Way skies for it, orbiting the defenders like it's nothing. Atomic Fireball comments, "She's in another galaxy," for a gain of 11. They cross midfield on third down. On first down, a few patrons dressed up as Oompa Loompas in the front row go wild. Now in scoring territory, Team Axolotl huddles up on the sideline play. Sour Strip rolls out, finds Hershey Kiss leaking out for a gain of 5. Sealed with a kiss, almost, says Chocolate Kiss. Sour Patch Kid powers up the middle. Jelly Bean tries to wrap up, but she dodges him. No sour grapes here, just sweet 6 yards. Jelly Beans quips, "My legs turned into jelly" on that one. Gain of 6, it's 3rd and goal. Sour Strip fakes the handoff, throws to a fade to Milky Way in the corner. She toes the line. Touchdown.
Yeah.
Milky Way touchdown. Out of this world. 6-0 Team Axolotl. 1-point conversion is good as Sour Strip hits Chocolate Bar in the flat. 7-0 Team Axolotl. Al starts the ball in their first drive. Payday hands the Twizzler. He twists through traffic. Twizzler quips, "Twist and shout. Can't catch this licorice lightning," for a gain of 8. On play 2, Payday drops back, looks around. Atomic Fireball runs a slant. Sour Strip almost picks it, but he's gone. Atomic Fireball heating up the field, fireballing it for a gain of 18 and crosses midfield. Payday throws the Kit Kat on a curl. Give me a break of the defense's back. A gain of 7 for Kit Kat. Play 4, Al decides to go for it. Twizzler takes the pitch and stretches for the pylon. Flag pulled, but he's in. First down. On the next play, Payday takes a step back, fires deep down the sideline to Twizzler, who stretches deep, twists up in the air, catches it, stretches for a touchdown. Twizzler, sweet as candy. They go for a 1-point conversion, and Payday connects with Jelly Beans. Good 7-7 score after each team has one possession. Start of the next drive. Sour Strip steps back behind the line, looks over the field, throws, and it's almost picked by Kit Kat. Kit Kat says, "Almost broke that one off." On play 2, Sour Patch Kid takes the handoff, runs left. Atomic Fireball chases her down for a short gain. Atomic Fireball says, "You're on fire, but I'm the real Fireball," for a gain of 4. On play 3, Sour Strip scrambles, buys time, hits Milky Way again for 32 yards and crosses midfield. Milky Way is on another dimension. Another first down for Milky Way. Axolotl enters the scoring bar. Chocolate Bar runs a slant, big gain to the 8-yard line. Chocolate Bar says, "I'm melting the coverage tonight." The next play, Sour Strip tries a quick pass, but Twizzler tips it incomplete. 3rd and goal. Sour Patch Kid takes the handoff and powers in. Touchdown! Sour Patch Kid with the sweet finish. 1-point conversion again. Team Axolotl goes up 14-7. Team Al starts the second drive. They answer right back with a couple plays. On play 1, Payday fires it to Atomic Fireball for 9 yards. On play 2, Twizzler takes a delayed handoff for Payday and twists for 26 more yards and crosses midfield. Twizzler twirling past everybody like a candy cane tornado. Twizzler is having a great game today. On play 3, in the red zone, direct snap the Fireball. Fireball sweeps and throws it back to Payday behind the line of scrimmage, who keeps it himself for a designed run. Gain of 7. Big play, Payday cashing it in. It's now 2nd and goal from the scoring side. Kit Kat, which breaks off into 2 pieces, confused the confectionery secondary, and the left bar gets open in the corner of the end zone. Payday delivers a dime. Touchdown. Kit Kat broke off a piece in that end zone. 1-point conversion's good. Whistle blows. It's tied 14-14 at the half. We have a special treat for you today as the Tootsie Rolling Stones are performing a halftime show. They open up with their chart-topping banger, "Paid It Black Licorice." They follow up with "Brown Sugar Rush" and "Sympathy for the Devil's Food Cake," and finally end with a melody of "Beast of Butterfinger" and the coup de grace, "Jumpin' Jelly Bean Flash," and the crowd goes wild. Sugar sparkles in the air like fireworks. Second half is delayed momentarily from all the sprinkles that fell from the sky. The team has to brush them off the field. Team Al starts with the ball. 2 short gains later and a Twizzler sweep get them inside the no-run zone. Wise old Al analyzes his option and decides to go for it. and his hunch pays off. Jelly Bean, who has been quiet to this point, rolls out to the right. Payday throws another dime and sticks right to Jelly Bean's sticky surface. First down, Team Al. On the next play, a cosmic battle unfolds as an atomic fireball burns Milky Way on a post route. Touchdown! Fireball just lit up the scoreboard. Conversion's good. 21-14. Team Al's gamble pays off. Coach Axelotto, with her patented smile she always seems to wear, looks on calmly on the first play. Sour Strip zips a slant the chocolate kiss bar for 6 yards. On play 2, Sour Patch Kid bounces backwards for a delayed reverse and makes Jelly Bean whiff. Jelly legs, more like a jelly fail as Sour Patch Kid runs for a huge gain. On play 3, the defense swats it. Now, Team Axelotto has the same decision. Punt or go for it. She calmly looks at her playbook and decides she's going to go for it. Her decision pays off with, again, another huge completion to Milky Way.
Yeah.
She crosses midfield and plenty more as she gets down to the 10-yard line. Inside the scoring zone, Chocolate Bar runs a smooth and creamy route and jukes out Kit Kat again, snapping it into 2 and catches a beauty from Sour Strip. Chocolate Bar has been a smooth operator. Chocolate never misses. On play 6 of the drive, Sour Strip throws a dart to the corner. Milky Way again for the touchdown.
Yeah.
2 for me. What a galactic domination by Milky Way. The conversion is good. 21-21. The game tension builds throughout the stadium. Coach Al's team starts with the ball on their own 20. They push hard. On play 1, Payday throws the Kit Kat for 8 yards. On play 2, Twizzler twists for 11. On play 3, Fireball makes a leaping catch but falls just short of midfield. Coach Al, again pressed with decision to punt or go for it, decides to press his luck further. Has Payday roll out to the left, looking for Atomic Fireball, but gets blitzed and pressured by Sour Patch Kid, who pulls Payday's flag right as he releases the ball. Both teams look at the referee, who calls the play a sack. A huge play. Payday pronounces, "I know I'm nuts, but that was such a bad play call by Coach Al, who molts his own feathers in anger, but the play stands." Axelotto ball with 2 minutes left and 3 plays to score. Axelotto knows that this game will end in a tie or go into an overtime. She wisely runs the ball in the first 2 plays, draining the clock down to 20 seconds left and calls timeout. Axelotto goes deep into her playbook, and she calls a doozy. Sour Patch Kid explodes off the line like a Wonkavator through a glass roof of the Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory, runs a perfectly executed whip route. Sour Strip ropes one on a line to her, and she easily catches the ball with not a defender near her. Time expires, and Team Axelotto wins 27-21 in this sugar sensation game. Team Axelotl came, they played, they took the candy. Thanks for listening, and until next time, keep coaching, keep cheering, keep flying the flag. This is Girl Dad Flag, and we are out.